Hey Pisces, this is Tina with 85th House Vibrations, and this just in. You know what? No. We're not doing that. Because in the last few videos, I said I was skipping the whack ass intro. I'm just over long throated intros that are the same in every video. It just don't rock my boat. Anyway, Pisces, this is your love reading for July 2018. What I will say, this one wants to be seen, so let's go. Put it right there. What I will say, like I said in the last couple of videos, is that it's retrograde season, and we're coming up on some eclipses. So energy is, I guess, intense, for lack of a better word. I don't want to say that it's, excuse me, that it's tough or that's weird or that it's funky. For some of us, it may be all of those things, and for others, you know, it's like maybe you just feel some sort of excitement in the air. It's some sort of electricity, you know. It all affects us different ways, but the way I feel about these retrogrades is that things are you know, slow, feeling like they're kind of hanging back. It's time to go internal. Pisces, I'm going to be, let me tell you guys first that I have decided that I am going to retire. For those of you who have been around, I'm going to retire the This Just In readings. You're still going to get your love and romance readings, but I'm not going to call it that anymore. The original reason I started to do This Just In was, my plan was to, you know, if I did love and romance readings and then maybe something came up for your sign afterward, I was going to do a quick little update like This Just In, like they used to do back in, or maybe they still do in the news. I try not to watch the news. I know people say that all the time. They're supposed to be so enlightened and all that shit. I just can't do it. It messes up my day. But anyway, yeah, so that was my idea for This Just In. It's like if I'd already done your reading, but then something came up, you know, maybe I looked back at your reading, I saw something I missed that I thought was important, or, you know, something came up, you know, within the next few days, or within a decent amount of time before the next monthlies were due, I was going to do This Just In, like, you know, new information, hot off the press. And I think what ended up happening was, I'm still fairly new to the game, but when I did This Just In, it probably, the first time, it got numbers that got me excited, and I said, well, I'll just keep doing this, but I'm gonna retire that shit. All right, the first card is the Knight of Cups reversed. Pisces, this is your card. This is the Knight of Cups. It's a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces card. This is very watery energy. But whenever I see it, you know, I think Pisces. I'm actually a big fan of the King of Cups. The next is the Two of Coins. That is a Jupiter and Capricorn card. And the next is the King of Wands, also reversed. The wands are generally, it's the fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and it doesn't necessarily have to be, but it's somebody who, you know, could have that on the rising or the moon, or who just exudes that type of fiery energy. So what I see off the bat is, this is what I'm thinking right off top, is you got two kings here. This looks like this may be okay, yeah, you got two kings here, and both of them could be options for you, Pisces, but you may be having some trouble juggling these two manly men here. know if it's necessarily your fault, but Pisces, I know, being the empath that you are, if you're dealing with these two, and they're reversed, you are taking on a whole lot of energy, and your balancing skills get a little shaky. You know, it's like you're trying to do way too much right now. It's the way I see it, Pisces. If this is you that's juggling these guys. Now, the thing about it is, like I said, this is your card. So maybe, you know, you are dealing with another water sign or somebody who is very moody, is very in touch with their emotions and their artistic side. And you could be dealing with another person who's very passionate, very fiery, maybe competitive and full of energy. What concerns me is both of these guys are in reverse. So this is somebody who drinks too much, and it's somebody who's a narcissist, possibly. Those are the options. You know, so many other things. But you know, the first thing that I think of with the King of Cups reverse is this is somebody who possibly has a little bit of a drinking problem. And this one is somebody who is very overly confident and cocky to the point where, you know, it's just like, are you serious? You are not that damn great. The other option could be that, you know, these two are in reverse because maybe you're dealing with these two types of people. Juggling skills is not that good, and now things are cooling off. This one is not feeling as emotional about it and emotionally connected, and this one is not feeling as passionate. And it's because your juggling skills might be a little bit sloppy. Now, I just feel like this is you doing the juggling. I really do, even though this is the King of Cups and this is, like I said, totally your card. But I feel like it is you doing the juggling. Jupiter is your traditional ruler. So that could very well have something to do with you. It's the ruler of Sagittarius as well. Jupiter's retrograde right now. And it's about to go direct on the 9th. Of this month. Of July, I'm sorry. And as I record this, the moon is in Aquarius. I usually say that. I don't know. That's what I'm picking up, Pisces, is that somebody's trying to juggle some things. You know, but the thing about this is these two coins are in fact balanced. In other tarot decks, you know, I've seen them as being unbalanced, and there's the infinity symbol around it. But here, it's balanced. If you're dating, Pisces, maybe you made some missteps. But if you haven't committed to anybody, I think you can totally, once Jupiter goes direct, because this is your traditional ruling planet, and it's going to expand your optimism and good luck and all of that good stuff. But if you're dating, you're not committed to any one person. You know, if they're in their feelings about something and he's feeling like he's just not appreciated, that's really not your problem. You will end up eventually doing a good job at, you know, as long as you're dating, as long as you hadn't made any unrealistic commitments to either of these kings, because they are the kings, even though they are reversed. They have been there, done that. So, you know, if you're bringing game, they already know about it, but they may respond to it a little bit negatively, you know, because they are reversed. And that could be a result of them feeling as if they are getting played, or it could be just that they are suck ass people. And that's the way I see it, Pisces. So if you'd like to get a personal reading with me, my email is in the description box below. And thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope to talk to you guys again. Hey, listen, I generally don't ask, but I'm going to start asking. Please like and subscribe if you like the video, and if you'd like to see other videos from me, like and subscribe. And if you know somebody who could use this information, share with them. And I say that because, you know, I realize that it helps us YouTubers. So thanks.